This show started accidentally in about 1986. We just completed the restoration on one of our trucks. It was suggested we got a few people together. It's a bit of a party time, drinks and food. No idea of doing any kind of fundraising at all, but somebody suggested we get a bucket. We actually made 50 quid on that very first event.
This particular car we're standing by is one of your personal restorations, is it?
It wasn't too bad when I bought it. It's one of the last Rolls-Royce Silver Shadows. It's a 1980, and I've owned it for probably 12 years. It was a fairly tidy car when I bought it. It stood in Burton-on-Trent in a motorcycle shop for quite a while. I used to see it there, but didn't think one day I'd ever own it. But here it is, yes, and we've done many miles together, both abroad as well.
What sort of value would you put on it now?
Now, I would have thought, after all my tidyings up, I don't know, 8, 9, something like that thousand, I would have thought would have purchased the car. I wouldn't want to sell it anyway.
But of course you're personally attached to it, so you don't really want to sell it. No.
Very personally attached to it now. It's got me into lots of places, really, I wouldn't have got in accidentally, even though it's an old Rolls-Royce.
Okay, Edwin, so this is another one of your cars. Tell us a bit about it.
Indeed, yes, this is a 1911 Maxwell that I've owned for something like about 5 years. Quite a rare car. There's only, I believe, somewhere in the region of about 15 or 20 entire, because it is American. Even though it's right-hand drive, it is an American car. It's a 4-cylinder inline engine, a beautiful car to ride in, wooden wheels, steel rims, and ideal car for weddings and that sort of thing. It but came into this country in the early 80s. I believe it's in fairly original condition, but it is 100 years old and it's his birthday this year, so it is a bit special.
And have you restored it yourself personally?
No, it's as is. It isn't restored in any way, shape or form. It may have been a bit before. Obviously you can't believe that wings might not want to stay together like this for 100 years, but it's as you see, and there's certain things on it, I believe, that are really just absolutely amazing to believe that people 100 years ago made these bits and pieces with what facilities they got then.
This is your car. I see it's a very nice, well restored Jaguar. Would you like to tell us when you acquired it and what you've done to it?
Well, this car I've only had just over 12 months. It's come back from California. It's been in England about 20 years and converted to right-hand drive, but I've, because it was laid up for about 8 years, I've just sort of recommissioned it and done all the rear axle and whatever needed to do just to get MOT on it and clean it up. But a friend of mine sort of twisted my arm and I've agreed to move it on, but I have got another one I've had for 28 years. So
you had one or two of these in the past?
I've had, yeah, 2 or 3 times, yeah.
Is it a job that you do yourself, or do you find?
It's more of a hobby. We sort of, I like to tinker with cars, and keeps you occupied, keeps you out of the wife's feet.
Absolutely, yes. And are you at this meeting every year, or is this the first time?
Yeah, this is one of my favourite meetings. We go to quite a few every year, but this is one I like to make sure I come to this one. It's such a nice, friendly event.
I understand the car's for sale at the moment, is it?
Well, it's sold, yeah.